Okay guys, plan for today is to make my final statement, my final entry in my line of videos or anything related to OSU tablets. How many tablet videos have I made? Ultimate tablet comparison, that one, S620. I guess I've only made 3 tablet videos. The ultimate OSU tablet comparison. Yeah, well, how many tablets is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Completely obsolete. Those were all just the most popular OSU tablets. That's what that video covered. The most popular tablets for OSU, the ones that I was most often asked about, giving my impressions on all of them. I didn't make a ranking. The difference today is that we are making, as you can see, a very correct, a very objective ranking of all of the tablets that I could possibly think of for OSU that people talk about, that people use, that come up on Amazon when you search OSU tablet. I'm sure there's like a couple tablets that aren't here, but this pretty much covers everything when it comes to tablets that people are actually going to buy in 2021 for OSU. And just to cover all my bases, Wobblefulf's videos have like millions of views, so maybe people are going to be going out and buying Wobblefulf's tablet, even though it's not a new tablet. So right, this has been included. I'm trying my best to make a relatively serious ranking of every OSU tablet. All of the tablets that I have not used before, that I know nothing about, I'm going to be trying out. Nice. So these tablets I'm actually going to be using today so that I can correctly give them a position on the tier list. Everything else I have either used before or I already know its issues, its good parts related to what it would be like as a tablet for OSU. Also, any tablet that you buy and get used to will be good enough for OSU. Don't take this too seriously. Anything you can get good with or anything you can get used to, you can get good with. That being said, the H420 has its own category at the bottom. So to begin, we have none other, I guess I'll open the image here, the Wacom 4100. This is in the same like new line of Wacom tablets with the 472, except it's a little bit more expensive because it has buttons. Otherwise, it's pretty much the exact same tablet as far as I'm aware, but I've never used it, so I'm gonna try this one out and we'll see if I can recommend this one just as much as the 472. I'm expecting to put this in the same section of the tier list as the 472. Oh yeah, also all of these are using the Haku drivers or the open tablet drivers, whichever one works. Connected to Wacom CTL-4100. OSU gaming. Here's something that I found really interesting. The pen. This is the pen of the 4100. This is the pen of the 472. They're really similar, but the 4100 is slightly longer and it has this grip, which is kind of nice just from like a first impression standpoint, but we'll see how it feels to play with. I gotta position this on my table too and hope that it's good. Dude, this is weird because I've been using the 472. All it is the 472 pen, but with grip. Yeah, it's just the 472, but square and like $20 more. I kind of like this pen. It's kind of nice to have that grip. By the way, my performance with these tablets, like how well I'm playing, doesn't matter. I'm just curious about the feeling of it. I'm unwarmed up and I haven't played for like 4 days. I don't know if it's a new main tablet because I would need to get a new tablet cover. It feels like I'm dragging on, I mean, I guess it feels like I'm dragging on the surface. There's just so much friction. Some people definitely prefer that. Okay, interesting. The 4100 is pretty much just the 472, except with a slightly better pen. Quick editor's note, it turns out the 4100 does have a tiny bit of built-in hardware smoothing. It was so minimal, in fact, that I didn't even notice it while I was playing the map, but it is there. Everything else I said still holds true. I like the pen. I think it's a good tablet, but just maybe put it down one tier from where I put it in the tier list, because I do like the 472 better. Not that it really matters, just thought I'd let you guys know. Anyway, back to the video. You can get a wireless version of this. I wouldn't even call that an OSU tablet, so it's just not even included on this. Unscrew it. Whoa. Pen nibs. So for $20 more, you get a 472 with an upgraded pen. If the 472 is my #1 recommended tablet, they should both be S. Honestly, I've recommended the 472 too much. It's like the 480 but better. And if this is like the 480 but better, they should both be S. All right, what's the next tablet? I didn't even know that this tablet was a thing until people in my chat were talking about it. Huion 430. Here it is. I gotta give it its correct placement, so we'll try it out. We got a little alligator on the box though. though. At least it doesn't seem as bad as the H420. I'm using full area on it because the full area of this tablet is smaller than my area on the other tablets. The question is, how's the delay? You know, I can't actually tell how much smoothing it has. It definitely has smoothing. Like, there's certainly a bit of noticeable delay, but it's not awful. It's just kind of bad. It's like the S620, except more. Oh, wait. You really notice the smoothing when you get to bigger jumps. But I have experienced much worse. The weight of the pen is really light. It's a pretty big pen compared to like the 472 or the 4100 that we were just using, but it's lighter. I mean, it's a Huion tablet. It's pretty cheap. Don't know how much I can speak to the longevity of any of these tablets, but I mean, this works fine. Pen is fine. Dragging experience is fine. Decent bit of hardware smoothing, but not a horrible amount. I wouldn't put it in F, and I certainly wouldn't put it in A or S, but would I put it in B or C? You know what? I will say, okay, I'll include the build quality. I'll be real with you guys. The Huion tablets have notoriously, you can tell in the pen, I can tell in the tablet, the build quality is not that good. It's very usable. I'm a harsh critic though. I'll give it a C. What's the next tablet? Oh, the classic bamboo. This was this right before the 480 or right along with the 480? Like, it shared the same tablet drivers as the 480. I don't have this tablet and I've not used it myself, but I know a lot of people who have used it and a lot who can attest to that. It's the 480. They have the same smoothing, which is none if you use like the Hawker drivers. The pen is slightly different, but it's pretty on par with the 480. For me personally, there's definitely some personal bias in here. I do like the 472 better than the 480. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the 470, the old bamboo, in A tier, along with the 480, about as close to an S. Everything in the A tier is about as close to S as you can get. I feel like these are just a little bit better. Oh no. Oh, the next tablet, the 490. One of the least recommended tablets for OSU of all time. The reason why is because it has huge issues related to whether you drag or hover. Correct me on this if I'm wrong, but I believe with the 490, the pen nib has to be pressed down. If you hover, there's insane smoothing. So obviously, if you don't drag hard and you like accidentally lift up while you're playing, it's gonna be mixing between zero smoothing or some smoothing and a ton of smoothing. It's actually recommended if you're using the 490 to tape your pen nib or completely remove it, which, you know, you wouldn't really want to be doing. So yeah, that's the 490. The 490 is the notoriously infamous Intuos for OSU. I think I have to put it in F. If this gets a C for having a decent amount of hardware smoothing, but not too much, and this has hardware smoothing depending on if you're dragging or hovering, that's gotta be an F. Next tablet. By the way, as you can see, I got a very good high quality image of the Wacom 480R Ichitaro limited edition Intuos tablet. Literally just the 480, except red and limited. Oh, by the way, I should clarify, 480, all these tablets have big versions. Same thing for the big version. The Wacom 480 Ichitaro is pretty cool, let's be honest. A limited edition tablet is pretty epic. There's something about having something that's limited edition, feels cool to own. I give it some bonus points for that. If I'm being objective though, it gets the same as the 480, but man, is it cool. It's got the look factor. It's got a like metallic shiny red. Yeah, cosmetic reasons. For cosmetic reasons, I'm gonna give it an S. If you're a tablet enthusiast, this is an S tier. Next tablet, this is the XP Pen G640 Line Edition. Now, there's an important distinction for the G640, for those who don't know. There are two versions of the G640. One is the Rev A and one is the Rev B. The Rev A does not have built-in hardware smoothing, so if you're using the Haku drivers, the open tablet drivers, it's actually kind of good. If you have the Rev B, it is not good because it does have hardware smoothing. From what I looked up, from what I Googled, the Line Edition is Rev A. So I think I can actually recommend this tablet for OSU. Oh no, guys, I covered Java's box with tablets. No, he's on the Wacom. Okay, he can keep the Wacom. So yeah, this is the Rev A. I'm gonna put that in B tier. So I'm gonna say this is just the Rev A. I'm gonna give the Rev B, because it has built-in hardware smoothing, I think I'm gonna give that a C. I don't think it's as bad as the 490. It's usable, but you know, no one likes hardware smoothing if they don't have to have it. What do we have that we haven't used? Oh, this one. Didn't Ed make a video on this a long time ago, guy? The Gaomon S56K.
Box seems to be a little bit beaten up, but hey, this was shipped all the way from China, I'm pretty sure.
Why does this tablet have the same pen as the H420? Wait, the S56 has a battery pen? I'd give this an F along with the Wacom 490. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the Gaomon S620 in the B tier. I've said a lot of stuff about the Gaomon S620 in previous videos, previous streams where I've tried it out. It has a bit of hardware smoothing, but it's a very minimal amount. The pen is really nice. Next tablet, guys, is the, I don't know what the fuck. Whoa, what is this? Next tablet is the H420. There you go. I have used the Huion 420. In fact, I'm gonna use it again right now. God, this pen is huge. I wish I could give you guys a good representation of just how like thick and like look at the chunk on this pen. I feel like I'm holding a carrot. Oh my God, the smoothing. There's like an entire half second of delay. Hitting like any big jumps is not gonna go very well. As we've said before, don't really need to use the H420 again, but for good old time's sake, go ahead and experience the H420 one last time before we let it stay in below F tier and never come out. Next tablet, the Vake S640. Now this tablet I actually used in my ultimate tablet comparison video. It's got hardware smoothing. It's really it. It's about a C. This is the next tablet, guys. This is the one that I've been waiting for. This is the Wacom 450. This is legendary OSU player HVIC 225's tablet. I think they upgraded at some point, but this was like the tablet that they used for a lot of time. Very old Wacom tablet. Now, I know nothing about this, but I really wanted to try it out. So we do have one, and we're gonna try to give it a go. It's kind of big. It is the Wacom CTE-450. So we're gonna plug it in. Yo, wait, look at this. It's got this blue light over here. Look at that glow. Is it pulsating? Oh, that's kind of cool. The insane classic. It doesn't even look that, doesn't it? It kind of looks nice. It's got a nice retro vibe to it. It also comes with a mouse. This is the official old classic Wacom mouse. Does this work? Oh my God, it works. The mouse doesn't have any buttons. It doesn't have a battery. It only works if you're using the mouse on the tablet. Can you believe that this tablet came with a mouse? Haku drivers work. Let's go. HVIC face reveal. Yeah, actually, guys, I remember when I used this tablet back when my username was HVIC225. People thought that I quit the game a long time ago. Can't believe it. So easy to trick the OSU community. Wait. Oh no, this is weird. When you let go of the when you let go of the tablet, it goes to the top left of the screen. I wonder if that has to do with the mouse input. I should get some sick mouse gameplay with this. Okay, so by the way, this is the first time I've ever used this tablet. As with a lot of the classic Wacom tablets, no hardware smoothing. Utterly fantastic tablet. It literally comes with a mouse. Let's use some of that mouse gameplay really quick. I'm gonna play the beginner diff. Oh! Well, you can't lift up your mouse. I really like this tablet. I was expecting it to be bad. Here's the pen, by the way. Let me give you guys a close-up of the pen. Come on. Oh, there you go. It's got a white nib. It's a Sharpie. I would say this feels better to hold than like any of the non-Wacom tablet pens. I can play completely normally. It's the same as the 480. It's the same as the 472. It's the same as the old Bamboo. I could use this as my main tablet and I'll play just as well. I want to give it an S because of the novelty and because of the fact that it comes with a mouse and a pen holder. But yeah, I'll give it an A. If it wasn't for the hover issue, it would be, I mean, it literally is basically the 480, but with a mouse. But at least with the Haku drivers, there's a little bit of an issue in hovering. I was expecting to end up, like, I thought I was gonna give this tablet an F or something. I thought I wasn't gonna be able to get it working, and that it was gonna be horrible, and that there was gonna be hardware smoothing. But I mean, HVIC got some pretty insane plays with this tablet. I never would have thought that I would actually end up using this tablet. All right, guys, we have 3 tablets left. One of them I haven't used, 2 of them I haven't used, but I know about this one. This one I did use. This is the XP Pen G430S. Very small. It's about the size of the H420. It has built-in hardware smoothing. It's pretty similar to the G640 Rev B, except smaller. I'm gonna give this F. I mean, the ones in F tier are pretty bad. No, I'll give it a C. I'll give it a C. It's pretty much a small version of the Rev B, so I'll put it there. Two more. One of them is the classic Wolf tablet. This is another old Wacom bamboo tablet. I would have purchased this one to try it out, but unfortunately I could not get my hands on it. Similar to the one we just used, it's another old Wacom bamboo. 3.8 million views on this video. Oh yeah, and the weirdest thing about Wolf and his tablet is that it moves. Anyway, it's another old Wacom tablet. Gets a solid A rank. Final tablet, which is another one that I did not know of. The XP Pen G640S. I bought it because I was curious, and there's something that I noticed about it. It's really big. It's the biggest tablet that I've used. Granted, a bunch of it is just these weird buttons on the side, but I'm interested to try it out. Let's see if it works with the Haku drivers. I don't think it does. Oh, it's not plugged in. This is the biggest pen so far. You probably can't tell, but like the length of this pen and everything else about it. The 472 pen is like quite a bit smaller in person. It feels like a little baby pen. All right, let's give it a go, guys. Final tablet. Oh, it feels really... Oh, the surface is literally like scratching nails on a chalkboard. Oh my God. It's genuinely awful. I'm physically cringing. I mean, that being said though, it's kind of all right. The pen is just too big. Like looking at every single tablet here, this has by far the biggest pen and it's kind of unpleasant. It's kind of really, really unpleasant. That being said, it doesn't feel like there's any hardware smoothing or anything, or at least if there is, it's an extremely minimal amount. Yeah, you can see it a little bit on stream, I bet. There's a little bit of hardware smoothing. It's really minimal. I want to do it justice how big this pen is. This doesn't do it enough justice. It's not as thick and chunk as the H420, but it is longer and it's heavier. It's time to end this. My final stance. That's a C. It's certainly not as bad as F, and it's certainly not as bad as H420. It's a solid C. At a quick glance, guys, can you name all the tablets? Can you easily tell the difference based on these very unique designs? Some of them you can. That is the full ranking of all the OSU tablets, at least the vast majority of them that anyone would consider possibly getting for OSU in 2021. So you're not supposed to get the H420? My recommendation would be no. I'm pretty happy with this tier list. I was not expecting to put the 4100 up here, and I wasn't expecting the HVIC tablet to be an A rank. Yeah, I could do I have so many tablets now, guys. I gotta do a tablet giveaway or something. Solid stuff. I'm happy with this. Let's go.